A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. The reminder from myself always is seek a path in which gives power to the soul, gives honour to the soul, gives knowledge to the soul. The knowledges of eternity, the knowledges of the heavens and malakut, they give a qudra and a power to the soul, because it's not from this dunya, it comes from the oceans of eternity. And one such understanding is in the reality of numbers. Everything is perfectly calculated by Allah, and when Allah wants us to understand a heavenly and divinely code, begins the opening within the heart of the numeric code. That the numeric code is a more perfected code over creation than the kalam. If the kalam, if your spelling is wrong, the understanding changes. The numeric code is easy, much easier, much more perfected, much more universal. These haqqaiqs of the heavens, they open for insan to understand that from 1 to 9 are Allah's most powerful numbers. Awwal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 akhir. 9 is the most powerful of these numbers. These are the base numbers in which everything of Allah's heavens are built. Because the 11 is a 1 with a 1, 35 is using a 3 to a 5. The larger number can be reduced to a single digit number. So when you see 11 you can collapse it to a 1 plus 1 which is a 2. You say 53, you add the 5, the 3, you get an 8. So between this awwal and akhir, between 1 and 9 becomes the building block of all these realities. And for the soul and the importance of the soul, when they say seek out the knowledges of the soul and seek out the knowledges that have power and qudra upon the soul. And what's one such understanding that Allah has 9 awliyaullah that they are eternal souls, and their responsibility is for the uplifting of those servants in which Allah destines for them to build themselves. It's a ni'mat. Not that you only came to Islam was the only best blessing, but if Allah guides you to iman, to faith, it's a completely immense ocean. So it means that's what we're seeking out in life. Not just going for Jummah and going home, going for Jummah, going home and talk politics. There must be halakas of dhikr, halakas of haqqaiq in which to build the self towards what Allah gave of all its realities. And they come and teach that if that soul should enter into that association, these 9 ancient souls, their fayaz and their nazar is upon that person, and their responsibility to guide that soul towards Allah's haqqaiqs and realities. The shaykh at position 1 is responsible for the oceans of oneness. They begin to inspire within your whole life the oneness of Allah, and it's all 9 simultaneous. You never perfect one and then go to the next, there's no perfection. Perfection is only for Allah. The shaykh at position 1, the soul at position 1 is continuously putting a faiz and nazar upon your soul about the oneness of Allah, real oneness, in which you begin to realize everything is from God. Nothing escapes Allah, nothing. Nothing can come to you, nothing can be taken from you that's not written by the supreme power of all realities. It keeps reminding, as soon as you're upset, reminds that remember the ocean of tawheed and oneness, that Allah is hand over everything. Somebody is continuously bothering and aggravating you, Allah wants something. So that wali at position 1 is continuously inspiring, go back to your tawheed, remember the oneness of Allah. There's no need for you to be angry, there's no need for you to have vengeance, there's no need for you to complain about anything. Allah is that hand above your head. So make your case with Allah if you want something to change. Deep, and they see the oneness in everything. Everything that comes to them is from that ocean of one. Simultaneously the soul and the shaykh, the guide, the murshid at that position 2 is then teaching you the secret of 2. The 2 for them is a reflection of the 1. Means then the position of shaykh at 2, he's reflecting and showing that this reality of 2 is a reflection of the 1 of the Creator. When Allah wants to be known, will be known through the reflection of Muhammadan Rasulullah. When Allah wants to show His attributes and His divine attributes, He's not going to show you about Himself. Allah beyond is tashrif and respect, it's not something that we can even fathom. Allah begins to show you His generous Prophet, the compassion, the mercy, the love, the good character, khuluqul azim. That you have a magnificent character means you are the perfect reflection of my realities. And the 2 becomes the Bahrul Qudra, the oceans of power, that everything emanating from that reality. So the position too is teaching that all of these haqqaiqs are known to you as Muhammadan Rasul. Then the Shaykh at position 3 begins to teach that Allah takes from that 2 and makes the 3, and all creation is coming from that reality. We say that the flowers they come from that 3, the tree, the wood, everything is a manifested energy coming from that Bahr Qudra. Allah takes from that light of 2 and makes the 3. And the reality of that 3 has to do with our soul and all of its opening. That's why Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, all of Qur'an is in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. When they put the numeric abjad of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is 786. 7, 8, 6 is 21. So they can recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim 21 times with all the secrets of Holy Qur'an. But 2 and 1 becomes 3. So it means that this reality powered by Holy Qur'an, the tremendous power in this 3 and understanding of that 3. The Shaykh at 4 begins to inspire that all of Allah's creation is from 4 elements: earth, water, fire, wind. Every creation from these elements. Insan to know themselves, they must know the balance of these 4 realities. That the earth of your being is your teen, your teen is the scale, the water of your reality is the angelic reality of you. The fire of your reality is the jinn reality of you. Your earth comes to balance the water and the fire. That's why we can make tayammum. Prophet was teaching us our realities, and people who are no-mind people they mock, oh look they can make cleaning with dirt. No, Prophet is teaching your reality that this dirt of yours with the water of the heavens can grow everything. The angels within you can make everything to prosper. The fire within insan, either he brings his jinn nature to become violent and angry and qadab, which becomes kufr, they go out of faith. Or the fire becomes the fire of himmah, where they have a zeal to do everything, to go out and work and to serve for Allah. They balance they are the mizan, they are the scale, they took their fire, they balanced it. They don't allow it to overtake themselves and become narani. They use that fire within their heart like a fuel to move. The water within their element they perfected, they clean what they eat and what they drink, what they breathe nourishes the angels within them. The angels are from water, they're created from water. So it means that if you dirty the body and suffocate the body and poison the body, you kill the angel. And that's why he said, you can see a swimming pool when they put chlorine, nothing grows. They killed it, they killed the water. But if you put a beautiful cup with water, you see the green start to grow. It has force, it has life. Allah said, my throne upon the water. What about the water of the insan? When they perfect and water and cleanse their mind, all of the angelic force within them is nourished and empowered. Then their body becomes the scale that controls this fire and water They are breathing from Allah's qudra. So the Shaykh at position 4 is teaching them, these are your elements, don't let the fire of your nature overtake you. That's why then all the teaching, be patient, be calm, don't need to spark yourself. Every time you get angry this fire element became stronger. It's like an oven, they want the door shut, cut the oxygen, this fire dies. If you open the door more the fire becomes stronger and every issue becomes more powerful and harder to struggle with. So Prophet gave for us, no, cut your anger, don't expose your anger, don't expose your problems, don't complain. You're giving your nafs an excuse to begin to rage. It wants to be heard, it wants to be validated. Nothing in that Allah's interested in, validate only your soul. What bothering your nafs, who cares? Put the fire of your qadab down and control your elements. Don't let the fire of your nature overtake you.
نقشبندي جد بنظرة عليا والشه النقشبندي جد بنظرة عليا المحبة زادت عندي للنقشبندية ثياب الحضرة أقطاب الصوفية أرجوك.
صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى شرف النبي وآله وصحبه وإلى أرواح إخوانه من الأنبياء والمرسلين وقدماء شرائعهم وإلى أرواح الأئمة الأربعة وإلى أرواح مشايخنا في الطريقة النقشبندية العليا خاصة إلى روح إمام الطريقة وغوث الخليقة خواجة بهاء الدين الإمام محمد ويسيد البخاري وحضرة أستاذنا وأستاذ أستاذنا وأهل وسائر الطريقة
مدينة.
They begin to teach you this way is based on your breath. So how dare you could do anything harmful to your breath? And that's why shaitan is opening all these stores. Because if one insan rises to what Allah wants from these awliya, it becomes as powerful as 1,000 men. If you rise to your occasion you become so powerful that shaitan is threatened by that. So opens a store on every block, smoke, drink. Why? So that you don't rise. Your element of water will be destroyed. If you smoke it make all of you to be narani, it even ignites your bronchial tree to be a fire. The Shaykh of position 5 is teaching that the 5 are your 5 senses. If these 5 senses are not open and understood, and every sense has a duplicate, you have seeing from your eyes but Allah wants the seeing of your heart. So that Shaykh is responsible with the sobas, with the teachings, with the guidance, that don't use only your 5 senses for this world. Then you're deaf, dumb and blind of akhirah. And that's why Allah says, when they're blind in this world they'll be blind in the hereafter. They didn't care to open anything, what they're going to hope there's going to be waiting for them on that side. The reward is to open on this side. Ya Rabbi, this hearing, because hearing samina wa atan, our way is based on hearing. These ears are hearing a lot of things but they're really not hearing the guidance of that teacher. Means that everything will be based on sami'na wa ata'na, I heard and I obeyed. And what I'm hearing, even it's displeasing to my ego and I don't care to listen to you, that's what Allah wounds. Struggle with what they're teaching you because these are the sadiqeen, kunu ma sadiqeen. Allah's order was to accompany them. Every isharat coming is going to be a battle on your ear, and it block out the satanic hearing where shaitan wounds the hearing. So then these rijal are coming and teaching at the position 5, the Shaykh inspiring that all your senses have to be trained, open up your reality. You have a seeing from your heart, you have a hearing from your soul, you have a breath of your inner reality, you have a sense of touch that is subtle, not the physical touch, the sense of subtle touch in which you feel energy around you, and you have a taste. When you sit on the carpet and you do your tafakkur and contemplation at the zikr, you should begin to taste the zikr. You should begin to feel it with all your being, like voltage of energy flowing through. Take your sustenance from Allah. Although we're eating and drinking like everyone else, these zikrs are the source of power. When all these 5 senses are trained by muttaqeen, then everything can become open. Six is wadood, 6 is Divinely love. Allah begin to show you that all this creation is based on love, not the love of sexual love, it's based on the inner reality of your being. Allah placed the love within your nucleus. There's a force in the nucleus that is from ishq, love of the Divinely Presence. There's an electron that's created with a love for the nucleus and it wants to come. Now starts the game of our creation. This love is coming, Allah not allowing it, as a result it begins to move. Real love doesn't stop. If they say you can't come through the door, you'll jump through the window. The electron has no ego, it knows it's in love, it has to reach. As a result it has a hologram, it's appearing, this upward thrust. If Allah take this love away, this spin stops, this falls, it is but a dot. All these universes probably fit on a finger. So position 6, Allah showing this is love. Everything about you is made from love. This is what Allah wounds, make your tawaf, be like your electrons, give away your bad character to come closer. They have to give away to come to a closer charge because they're trying to reach these 7 rings, 7 paradises, 7 names. Everything about your small is as if the large. The micro, the macro must match in its haqqaiq. Everything about you is tawaf for the center. Then they begin to describe what is that love in the center, what is that sifat in the center. What Allah put of the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad in the center of that nucleus that make all this creation is moving for that love. Then it goes to 7, which has to do with the perfection of your elements and your soul. 7 is now the opening of your soul and your body, you're becoming kamil. 8 is the oceans of hayat, 9 is the sultanate. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Bi hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa. وبسر سورة الفاتحة.
شاہ مدینہ